Hi, it's Kristen. I chose to do my interview on my sister, who is a veterinarian at the same place that I work at Greystone Veterinary Hospital. She also is an instructor here at Stotzenberger College, and I have looked up to her for a very long time now, so I figured I might as well sit down with her and talk to her a little bit and figure out why she wanted to do the things she does. So when I asked her what made her want to become a veterinarian, she was just like, I always knew that I wanted to do this from when she was little, because I believe that, because we would go and hide all the neighborhood cats in our garage because we thought they were strays, but really they were people's animals. But we let them go, so that was okay. But she just assumed that they needed help, and she wanted to go ahead and do that. So she said that's what she wanted to do, and she never had a second thought about it. And obviously I like animals too, right, Zoe? She doesn't care. So when I asked her about what the hardest part was of opening home practice, because she opened up Greystone Veterinary Hospital all by herself, and, well, with the help of me, and she said the hardest part was just the stress and trying to figure out the best plan of action and the best things to do to help make a good practice to help clients and animals throughout the Seven Hills, Parma, Brecksville area. And she said it was just very stressful, and now that she's doing it still by herself pretty much, just with me, she wishes she would have done a couple things different, but she said it was worth it at the end because she gets to give her care the way she wants to her clients and everything. When I asked her the most about what she likes most about being a veterinarian, she said she likes being able to speak for the animals that cannot speak for themselves. And she said this because, like, the animals cannot speak for themselves, and even though the owners do know their pets more than we would, she can still tell more what is wrong and how to treat it correctly. So she said that's what makes it the best, and she didn't get sappy and say that she gets to play with the animals all day, even though that is a plus. She said it's mostly just being able to care for animals and creatures that cannot speak for themselves. So then I asked her what the most crucial skill she thinks is needed to be a sorry, my dog is freaking out. To be a vet in the veterinary business. She said communication is crucial. She said you have to be able to speak with the clients and get a good understanding of what is going on with the animal so that you can relate it back to the doctor, so that when they go into the room they have a good understanding of what is going on, already have a treatment plan in their mind of what they can do to help that animal. And she said it's important over the phone or in person. Like, if you're over the phone, you need to make a decision right there. If it's an emergency, if you think it's an emergency, then they need to come in right away. You need to be able to read that owner, read what they're feeling and thinking, and see what the best plan of action will be. And when I asked her that what the most difficult part of her job is, she said having to explain to people that they need to do certain things for their animals, even though some people might not agree, and they read things on the internet and they'd say, well, the internet said this, and my sister just gets really frustrated when people say that, because not everything on the internet's true, and a lot of things, yes, and people need to understand that just because one thing is on the internet doesn't mean it is completely true. And when the veterinarian is telling them something, they need to take their word for it and understand that they are professional and they know what they are talking about. When I asked her what she sees herself in the future doing, she said that she sees herself expanding her practice. Eventually she wants to get grooming, boarding, and everything, and be we are a full service veterinary hospital, but she wants to offer more. So eventually we want to expand the building, add in a lot of more exam rooms and a lot more opportunity in the clinic to help the clients, animals, and everyone just more fully to her abilities. She said if she could do that, then she would be even more happy. When I asked her what she thinks the best characteristics are for this type of job as a veterinary technician, she says really communication is really crucial. You need to be able to speak with the owners and be able to make decisions based off of what they are telling you and what your communication is with them. Like what you guys talk about is what you need to tell the doctor, and what you tell the doctor is going to make a big difference in the whole plan of action for that patient. And she also said, of course, having the well-rounded knowledge that you learn in veterinary school, vet tech school, and being able to use those skills in practice with lab work, blood draws, just common knowledge about parasites and drugs and everything, it does come in handy, and it will be stuck in your life and your job for the rest of your life. So she said you will need that definitely, and you need to be a very well-rounded technician to be able to work, especially in like an emergency clinic. She did stress that. She said to work in an area that you know that you can handle. So it was just kind of cool to be able to talk to her and really get a full understanding of why she does what she does, what she wants to do in the future, because I know I'm going to be a part of it, because I went to school here to help her, and I think that this actually did help our relationship in a way, because we were able to get a good understanding of what we both want out of our careers. So that's what happened. That was Dr. Lindsay Costel at Greystone Veterinary Hospital.